Hey YouTube, coming at you, Great League team, and it's funny because I started with this with Shadow Dragonair, gonna talk about like, oh, it's so safe, but then I actually have a double Dragon team coming later, with Gudra, and I want to talk about that later, and then you can see Togedemaru on the team, and I don't usually use it in the thumbnail and stuff like that because I don't think it gets a lot of clicks, but man, I'm so good with this Pokemon. Like I'm gonna put in like the title like I'm the best Togedemaru player in the world. Like it's just the amount of sweeps I can get with this Pokemon is unbelievable, and you're going to see just some of them here. So if you're ever going to use this Pokemon, basically, so it's kind of like a balanced team, like Dragonair, weak to Fairy and Ice, and Togedemaru is going to deal with that, and then for Alligators, just safe swap sort of thing. Um, so that was the sort of plan, and I was like, oh, I'm going to showcase Dragonair. But in the ending, it was like how strong for Alligators does safe swap, and then Togedemaru just dominating in the back, right? So terrible lead. They're staying in. I'm going to get off this Hydro Cannon. This will grab a shield because so I'll probably like take it out already. Yeah, Shadow on Shadow. Of course it would take it out. They could potentially beat me here, but you gotta respect it because you are also very, very glassy. So this team, sort of one of the weaknesses of this team. Oh, I smartly do not try to throw right on ZMP there. So get Ice Beam off. One shot the Altaria. Goodbye Altaria. Come back in Sand Slash. Get the Hydro off. And then let's see what I want to do here. Instant swap or I'm gonna, oh, we CMP. Jeez, nothing going right for this guy. Gets the Ice Punch off, takes me out. And now it's probably just Togedemaru, Thundershock, get ahead on energy, shield up one. Shield up one drill run, that's fine. Don't even bother throwing. And did I go for CMP here? I think I was like maybe half a second delayed for some reason. Yeah. I get the wild charge off on a zoom roll. That's fine. This will not one shot. And I wouldn't be surprised if I bank this move. Or just go back to back or bank the move. Yeah, not surprising. Force them to dump energy on this. And then I'll basically have two wild charges. I'll Thundershock. I could have Thundershocked and had like two wild charges. Or just take out this out with Body Slam and then I'll win CMP with wild charge. Right here. So goodbye Sand Slash. Okay, good lead, right? Grass. These frenzies, Dragonair is because I use Gudra. I don't want to talk about Dragonair too much because I have Dragonair and Gudra coming up on a team. But man, Dragonair compared to Gudra is so glassy. You're gonna have to shield. You'll live if you want to live this, but I find that just like coming out with a ton of health is probably more worth it. So getting to basically back-to-back wild charges here. I think they shield and I think I over farm here. Because like I could easily win CMP there, but I don't. I decided it's worth it to maybe just get to two wild charges. So I'm just like loaded with energy because even a wild charge against the Superior is going to do a ton of damage. And instead of Superior, they come in Lantern. So my Feraligatr is essentially useless. Here comes a wild charge. I'll probably go back-to-back wild charges. Grabbed one shield. This will do chip. Dragonair is probably going to absorb this. Or they come in there. I'm going to bank a move here before I get out. Snipe with Body Slam. This probably won't take it out, and they could probably take me out before. So I would not be surprised if I just come in for Alligator, Shadow Claw, try and Shadow Claw down, slash. Yeah, I can Shadow Claw down. And then probably get a Hydro off here to like take this out with the Shadow Claws. And if they dump their energy at Thunderbolt, I'm just going to have a wild charge anyways, so I will win. So win CMP there. Not enough to take it out, but enough to, I mean, I don't even really need the wild charge, but you know it. I'm pretty sure Fell Stinger would take out from this range, but let's wild charge. Get this out of here. Take the game. Empoleon. Probably for Alligator safe swap right here. The thing is like, their fast move is resisted, neutral Drill Pecks. My fast move is neutral, resisted Hydros. So I don't think that's a bad situation to be in because I'd rather have, because even the neutral Hydros are going to do a ton. They come in Whiscash. Whiscash is not a great answer. Yes, the Mud Bombs will do like 50, 55+% on a Feraligatr because Feraligatr is so glassy. I don't think it takes me out though. I think I can probably get to another Hydro unless they throw. Yeah, so it's maybe like 45%ish, which forces them back to back, which is great because now I could just come in and Dragon Breath down. Not really, because they dumped all their energy, so I don't really need to worry about that. Am I going to have to instant swap? How much health do they have left? Yeah, oh yeah, they got instant swap. Unfortunately, coming in here is not amazing when your opponent is a counter user. They just Night Slash me, and they get the boost. And if they didn't get the boost, I could probably go back to back here. But the boost took me out. So that's the top left. I've played against a few boosted Annihilates, and they are very annoying. Lickitung is obviously just to stay. In most situations, I just try and stay if I can. Obviously, Fairy, Ice, Steels. You'll probably get into Feraligatr. Otherwise, I'd just stay. Problem with Lickitung is that it's so bulky and very quick charging. So now the question is, what do I do when they shield here and farm? And I guess my answer is Togedemaru. And the question is, can I Thundershock down before they get like 3 body slams off? And the question, I don't think so. So I think I'm going to have to throw a Fell Stinger because I don't mind boosting my attack and then coming out with like a wild charge. Just short, unfortunately. So maybe if I boosted it right away, I could have taken it out without taking that body slam. Gligar, this is a mistake. Yes, I'm boosted. This is still resisted. And Feraligatr is going to one-shot with a Hydro. So there's no reason to dump that energy there. That's 100% a mistake. You should bank that energy immediately. As soon as you see Gligar, you bank that energy. You come in Gligar. You come in Feraligatr with the shield advantage. And yes, they'll pace you because of that. But you can just take your shield advantage and take that match. So I'm going to basically just commit to the farm down. One more Claw and Hydro for the win. So I still end up winning, but there's no point of that. Annihilate? No. Primeape. Before there was Annihilate, there was Primeape, which was fun to use. Annihilate is just so strong though. I forget if it had Ice Punch, so I shield. Out comes a Steelix. So yeah, Steelix was the first, like, it's not a core breaker because Feraligatr easily handles it. It doesn't handle it when it's behind on shields though. But Togedemaru and Dragonair are going to get killed by Steelix. But this is one of the Pokemon, I always say, I don't mind making teams having a very, very obvious double weakness. Like, Togedemaru has nothing to throw, and Dragonair is just going to get Dragon Breath down and resist the Dragon Breath. Like, so I get killed here. So I'm going to lose this matchup. Unless I can get to, like, an Aqua Tail here. Oh, I do have a move. But I can't throw it on CMP because the game messed up here. Okay. So they get a move off, and then they catch on Fortress. So, okay. That is just a comedy of BS. I was going to say comedy of errors, but it's not really errors. It's sort of BS. I don't mind losing to a team like this. Like, how often are you seeing Steelix in the Great League? And the answer is, like, for the most part, for me, never. Like, I think this is like one of 2 that I've seen. I can wild charge, but then Steelix is still alive, so it doesn't matter. Shouldn't be, but it is. So I don't mind taking these losses. You just gotta chalk them up, be like, okay, that's a loss. What are you gonna do about it? I'd rather build a team for the meta, like Gligar, where I'm like neutral in this matchup with Aqua Tail. I can hit super effective, and I have Feraligatr in the back for it. And then potentially Togedemaru is going to sweep, unless they're running like a double mud team. Like, should be probably okay coming out of this. They're going to get to another move here. They bank it, so they catch on Lickitung. I wouldn't be surprised if I just Dragon Breath and let this go down before I switch, because there's no point of switch locking myself. Yeah. There's really no point of switch locking yourself there. If you're that low, I say just let it go. Just take the move. Just take like let them get a couple extra licks in, because it helps you to not get switch locked here. I'm really gonna rely on Feraligatr to a certain extent here. I feel like wild charge here. Well, Gligar I've already hit, so I would not be surprised if I actually do throw the wild charge here. Okay, no, I am I am switching. I am doing what I said do last time. So I catch a move, but I need to shield anyways, because I've got 2 shields in. And Feraligatr is pretty glassy, so I got to shield anyways. Out comes a Cresselia. So now the question is, I got to shield a Grass Knot, because that's going to hurt a lot. 1 Hydro's not going to take out. I will get to 2. The question is the Gligar low enough for me to take out with a wild charge? So get this off. They end up shielding to get out the Grass Knot and probably take me out. I'm pretty low, so I cannot take a move here. I am at 2 wild charges, so here comes 1. And I'm going to immediately go back and win CMP here. The question is, how much energy does this have? I mean, health. And it looks like it's in the pretty deep yellow, so I should win this one. Yeah. Yep. I do. Dragonair against Mantine. I mean, obviously it's stay and just go straight body slam, and I don't know who wins. I gotta imagine Mantine with its bulk can just go double air. It doesn't even need to go ice beam. It can just go double aerial ace to outpace me and take me out, because it's gonna do like way more than 50% damage. So they should be able to take me out, which is okay, fine. I can get ahead on energy in Togedemaru, but I've got to imagine being double weak to electric that they probably have an electric answer. I would not be surprised if they had a ground in the back here coming out to meet me here. Yep, as they should. So now I got to come in here. And this is the only problem with this is it's 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 and 5 for both, right? So I can't, being behind by being behind 1 claw versus 1 wing attack, I can't catch up. So I'm going to lose this no matter what, right? They can just win in the double shield. And I think that's what they're going to do. And I think that's me just kind of realizing that that's the case. So I'm like, maybe I can just like take this out here. Maybe they'll let this go if I don't shield. And they do. And then it's a second Mud Boy. And I'm just like, fine. I guess that's one way to cover your double electric weakness, is with double Mud Boys in the back. So yeah, nothing you can really do there. Yeah, nothing you can nothing you can do there, right? We have double Mud Boys in the back against Togedemaru, you lose. They get off. I don't even get anything off here. I know I'm a very attack heavy Pokemon, but Venusaur is a very attack heavy Pokemon. And now they're going to get to a Sludge Bomb, so I'm going to have to shield. Okay, force a shield here. That's smart. Because I feel like they're going to want to throw the Sludge Bomb because they're close to it. Yeah. So force a shield, shield back, match shields, come out with a bit of energy. They want to keep switch. They want to keep the Empoleon on this. That's fine. That makes sense. I'm going to get ready for the instant swap in here. I got a shield. I don't have to shield. I could live a Hydro. It would just hurt a lot. And what is in the back? A Dragonair. So I can live 1 Aqua Tail. 2 Wild Charges probably takes this out. So I'm at the 2. And going back-to-back Wild Charges, they shield 1. Okay, 2 back. Yeah, so they do shield 1. I don't know if I love that shield because I have 2. This is like I'm low enough. And now I can probably just farm down before they get to a move quickly. Now the question is, do they have a move, or can I take it out with a Body Slam? And I think I can take it out with a Body Slam. So I think they maybe should have like held the energy there. But I think they're worried that like, I was going to say save the shield. But I think what they were worried about is if they save the shield, the Thunder Shocks would add up. And then I could probably just Dragon Breath down before they get to a move. I don't know. For Alligator, Trevenant, you gotta, this is one where you need to, you need to look at what the water Pokemon is, right? There's not many water Pokemon in this meta right now. There's not many pure water Pokemon like Feraligatr. So you got to imagine it's Feraligatr. You cannot come a half Ghost into Feraligatr that has Claw. So this is an easy double shield, farm down, come out with energy, flip switch scenario that I just got myself into, right? So flip switch, have energy, out comes the Bastion again. This is going to be super effective. Can I get to a second one? They give up, switch into Annihilate, which is rough. So I'm going to have to come Dragonair, get this Aqua Tail off the chip a ton. Not a ton, but like I need to get this low because Annihilate is going to kill Togedemaru. That's good chip. If this is Ice Punch, it's going to take me out. Oh, not quite. And that not quite probably helps me a little bit. I think I just need to... I can't commit to the farm down. I have to try and chip here and get this boosted at the same time. Do take it out. Do not take it out. But it's just an Ice Punch. I'll live an Ice Punch. And then I'll get to a Wild Charge. And a Wild Charge does like 50% anyways on a normal day. A Wild Charge boosted is going to 100% take out Bastion, and they probably do not expect that. But yeah, anyways, I love using this Pokemon. I always have success with this Pokemon. I don't showcase it a ton because I know it doesn't get a lot of clicks because I know a lot of people don't like using it because it's one of those Pokemon where it's just like, it's so strong if you know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, it's probably one of the most frustrating Pokemon ever because you have a Fell Stinger that is essentially useless. It boosts your attack but does absolutely 0 damage. Wild Charge is obviously a nuke, but you're super, super glassy. You have a lot of weaknesses against the main meta, right? Ground, fighting, stuff like that, which is everywhere in this meta. And then, yeah, you need shields for it and stuff like that. So it's a very tricky Pokemon to use, but man, if you use it properly, you can definitely wipe up. Anyways, that is it. So stay tuned for Double Dragon Team with Gudra on it, and then I think I've got like 1 or 2 more teams, but we're bleeding into Thursday already. Tomorrow, and then it's League Turnover Friday, and I think Great League is on. I think it's Great League and Ultra League Premier, so we'll probably do a mixture of both next week. Probably have the Ultra League Premier because I think that's very exciting that it's finally back after like 4 seasons. So we'll definitely showcase that. Anyways, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.